The best local app for your phone or tablet is Crossroads Today.
Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, thousands of Virginia students gathered Monday night for a vigil to honor the victims killed in a shooting over the weekend. And in Victoria County, the murder trial of a woman accused of killing her husband is underway, the woman pleading guilty to all charges. Plus, Democratic Secretary of State Katie Hobbs has defeated Republican Carrie Lake in Arizona's race for governor.
Take a look on the outside, live view from the Port Lavaca Nautical Landing Marina with the book camera. Cloudy skies on the outside, a few breaks in cloud cover, but mostly cloudy skies. The chill is on, definitely. You can feel that. Step outside, you can notice that. Is it going to continue? Yes. These clouds producing some rainfall? Eventually, also yes. We'll give you details coming up.
The Coral Gobblers are letting out a sigh of relief after squeaking out a win last week. That's coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 15th day of November 2022. The time is now 6:31 on your Tuesday morning, and today is National Raisin Bran Cereal Day. Let's go ahead and check in with First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Mining. Trey, now I don't really like raisins in my cereal, but I do like Raisin Bran cereal. I think the mixture of flavors just all feels right.
That's what made it a success. I had some of that when I was a kid, of course. Not so much now, but it's always kind of good to make sure the corn flakes with the raisins. Good to have for breakfast. And breakfast is important. That's another subject altogether. All right, on the outside, we're looking at cloudy skies here. Now we're looking at a live view, courtesy of the Victoria College Emerging Technology Complex live weather bug camera. Cloudy skies there. You see the sun trying to peek through the clouds there a little bit. So it's, well, mostly cloudy skies. So let's go back one because I wanted to show you the current temperature in Victoria if I could. If this computer is not stuck, that is. Oh, well, okay. I'll tell you what, let's just try to move on here if we can. Or maybe not. There we go. Okay, we'll start here. Looking at nothing on the radar as of yet. I think this will be changing coming up by your day tomorrow as we have a moist flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere flowing up and over the cooler air at the surface, keeping the clouds in. And the atmosphere is simply too dry at the low levels for it to produce any rainfall. But it's beginning to moisten up now, especially tonight. So I think we'll have some rainfall chances as we go through your day tomorrow as the subtropical jet still continues to supply that moisture. And there it is right there, this kind of little plume moisture moving into the South Texas region. That's going to be the supplier for our rainfall chances here once the atmosphere becomes more conducive for that. So keep that in mind. Temperature is still on the chilly side, not changing anytime soon around here. And what about the rain percentages going up by the end of the week? Yes, they will, because of the front is headed our way. We'll talk about that in the full forecast to come. And stay warm on the way out this morning and make it a great day. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. Another mass shooting, this time in Virginia. After a nearly 13-hour manhunt, a University of Virginia student is in police custody this morning, accused of killing 3 fellow students.
Overnight shock and sadness on the campus of the University of Virginia, where a student is accused of killing 3 members of the football team.
I think that this whole community will forever be changed.
It's a lot right now. It's kind of all very surreal.
The players were on this bullet-riddled bus returning from a class trip when authorities say Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. opened fire, killing Devin Chandler, Lavelle Davis Jr., and Deshaun Perry. The university police chief learned of Jones's arrest in the middle of a news conference.
Just need a moment to thank God. Breathe a sigh of relief.
Jones is a former member of the football team. It's unclear why he allegedly opened fire on the bus. The police chief revealed Jones was already on their radar, saying the university's threat assessment team learned about Jones in September after someone said he had boasted about having a gun. The chief also said Jones faced a previous hazing investigation.
I don't know the facts and circumstances of that investigation. I know that it was eventually closed due to witnesses that would not cooperate with the process.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
In Arizona, sheriff deputies have taken a suspect into custody after what they called an unprovoked shooting Monday afternoon. It happened just outside of Tucson and Whetstone. Deputies say the suspect is a 37-year-old military veteran who came into the business with 2 AR-15 rifles and opened fire, prompting the owners to fire back. The incident left 1 person dead and another seriously injured. A Victoria County woman has pled guilty in the death of her husband. 59-year-old Rosemarie Garcia reported her husband missing in June of 2019. Authorities found the body of Mario Garcia a few days after he was reported missing. The couple was married for more than 40 years. Sentencing for Garcia began Monday in front of a jury with Judge Eli Garza presiding over the case. Witnesses were called to the stand to testify. Sally Garcia, whose stepchildren are Marie Garcia's grandchildren, says she hopes justice is served so the family can be at some sort of peace.
It's been traumatizing to a lot of the family, especially, the children. They were really close with their father. And it's just, a lot of, I guess, anger built up, because she's running the streets free 3.5 years later and she's barely, coming to court for it. So it's been pretty, the family's been really devastated by the whole situation.
Shortly before 5 p.m. Monday, Judge Garza called for a recess with the punishment phase set to resume today at 8 a.m. The judge said the jury could sentence Garcia by Thursday, November 17th. A national news source is projecting Democrat Katie Hobbs will be the next governor of Arizona, defeating Republican Kari Lake. Hobbs' victory represents a big win for Democrats in a presidential battleground state. Lake, who is a former TV anchor, linked her campaign to Trump and denied the legitimacy of the outcome of the last presidential election. An NTSB team is investigating this weekend's mid-air collision between two vintage planes. 6 people were killed in the crash over the wings over Dallas Air Show Saturday. Investigators say neither plane had flight data recorders or cockpit voice recording, so it will take some time before they have a clear idea of what caused the crash. All right, get your cell phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, voter and viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. And the time is now 6:37 on your Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. Changes are coming to the Victoria Regional Airport. They may hurt local businesses and the community in the near future. Plus, we'll go to Washington for the latest on the midterm elections.
Okay, take a look at the future rain totals. Not expecting anything today, but on Wednesday, begin to see the rain chance increases slowly but surely. With small rain chances and small amounts, but picking up with the rain chances and amounts coming up by Friday and Saturday as the front comes through. See, we're already approaching 1/4 of an inch or so, maybe a little bit more than that. So the rain chances on the way, and chilly temperatures here to stay for the time being. We'll give you the details in your forecast.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes and intelligent off-road technology, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic.
Now get no payments for 90 days on Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy among gas engines.
It's high school football season. If you're headed to the game, we want to see your best photos. You can win big by submitting your photos to Crossroads today. Your photo can be the next one to be showcased on Crossroads Football Live. Each winner gets a $25 Dickey's Barbecue gift certificate and a 2022 CFL t-shirt. Go to crossroadstoday.com/CFL Hall of Fame Sweepstakes and submit your photos. So pull out your cameras or phones and show us your team spirit.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This Black Friday, custom order a select 2023 Ford vehicle today. Lock in your rate and you're protected during the Shine Bright sales event at your local Ford dealer.
Good morning. Meteorologist Trey Mining here. Water vapor imagery shows, of course, increasingly more moist atmosphere around South Texas. Now, in the mid upper levels of the atmosphere, it is definitely moist, courtesy of this belt of subtropical jet stream moisture coming in from the Pacific. The low levels where we are here is still very dry, but the process of getting more moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere will be happening today and tonight. So this supply of moisture will begin to produce a little bit of rain and shower activity. for your day tomorrow into the days after that. There's a front from yesterday's all the way in the Gulf of Mexico moving on out, and we have a dry air here for the time being. Notice that we have the subtropical jet still bringing in cloud cover into our region here for the next several days, and we're looking at the next front coming down and more moisture coming in off the Gulf of Mexico as well, bringing some rain chances back coming up by the Thursday time frame. This front moving through by about Friday and Saturday. What it'll do, increase rain chances for us and give us another reinforcing shot of cooler air coming down from the north. We give the full details on all the rain percentages and the temperatures in the full forecast to come. Back to you, Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. The schedules are set for round 2 of the playoffs. Sports Director Gino Perez has more.
At Crossroads, 4 area teams lost in the bi-district round of playoffs last week. Victoria East, Hallettsville, Yoakum, and Yorktown. But this week there are 11 teams remaining. This week, the West Warriors will play the 9-2 Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers. The two teams are going to battle it out Thursday night in Corpus Christi at Cabinet Stadium. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. The Calhoun Sand Crabs pull out the upset over the Alice Wolves, winning 35-26. Now the Sand Crabs will play the Canyon Lake Hawks that are 7-3 on the season. The Gold and Black will travel to Floresville to play the Hawks at Eschenberg Field. The Cuero Gobblers barely survived last week with some late-game heroics in overtime. This was the lowest score Cuero has had on offense since its loss in Week 4 to Corpus Christi Calallen when they only scored 8 points. The Gobblers will play Sealy this week that finished 3rd in district. The Sealy Tigers beat Jasper, and now they will prepare for a game in Cuero Friday night at 7. That's your 25 Sports Now.
For a full list of playoff games, go to our website, crossroadstoday.com. We also want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone, just search Crossroads Today Plus. 1 week after Americans cast their final ballots, new results this morning from the midterm election. ABC News now projecting a winner in that down-to-the-wire Arizona governor race. And new wins for Republicans, notching them even closer to a House majority.
Thank you. In Arizona, a razor-thin race for governor now called. ABC News projecting Democrat Katie Hobbs as the winner. Hobbs tweeting that democracy is worth the wait and that she's honored to serve as Arizona's next governor. Her opponent, Kari Lake, tweeting, Americans know BS when they see it. In Washington, newly elected members of Congress on Capitol Hill.
I feel very comfortable that we will have the majority.
ABC News estimating Republicans are ahead of Democrats in the race to a 218-seat House majority. Across the Capitol, Democrats have secured Senate control with wins in Arizona and Nevada.
The reason we won, and they know it, the candidates know it, is we focused on things that matter to everyday Americans.
Both parties now eager to win Georgia's December runoff Senate race between incumbent Democrat Raphael Warnock and Republican Herschel Walker.
Do you believe that Donald Trump should ever be president again?
ABC's David Muir interviewing former Vice President Pence ahead of former President Trump's likely 2024 announcement today. The former VP refusing to say if he believes Trump should serve again as president.
David, I think that's up to the American people.
And Pence not ruling out his own White House run.
We're giving it consideration in our House, prayerful consideration.
With Trump's 2024 re-election launch widely expected today, calls are growing for him to delay that announcement, with the Georgia Senate runoff looming and the underperformance of Trump-backed candidates. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Changes are coming to the Victoria Regional Airport, and they may hurt local businesses in the community in the near future. Since the pandemic, the aviation industry continues to struggle with a pilot shortage even here in the Crossroads. A consulting firm called Oliver Wyman created a study following the trend of pilot employment in North America. The demand for pilots is growing quickly while the number of pilots grows at a slow rate. Regional airports like the Victoria Regional Airport will get hit the hardest by the shortage.
So we're hoping that that catches up at some point and there is enough crews. At this point, for what I hear, there's about 500 regional aircraft that are sitting without crews.
The shortage will limit the amount of flights in and out of the airport. Also, the prices for flights may continue to rise as the number of pilots keeps dropping. Leading us to your viewer poll, how much are you willing to pay for a one-way plane trip to Houston from Victoria? All right, let's take a look at what y'all have said so far. 86% of you say you prefer $50 to $60, 13% of you say $80 to $90, and 1% of you say you would be willing to pay $150 to $200. We want to keep hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote. There's also a QR code you can scan there to take part. And the time is now 6:45 on your Tuesday morning. Still to come, a new report shows survival rates for lung cancer are on the rise in the U.S., but more work remains to be done.
Palace Bingo is open and our customers' health is our main concern. We installed UV lights in our building for your safety. These UV lights kill harmful germs in the air and combat COVID-19. Plus, our employees have masks on, hand sanitizer stations are available, and we have plenty of room for each of our guests to enjoy. We also sanitize the hall after each session. And don't forget, our UV lights keep the air clean. Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends and friends win money.
Where friends meet friends. In this morning's GMA First Look, it's T-minus 9 days to the biggest meal of the year. So how can you keep your Thanksgiving budget in check?
Everything is more expensive. Feed is more expensive. Labor is more expensive. All the inputs are more expensive. So that obviously is going to translate into a more expensive turkey.
Costs are up nearly 17% compared to last year for the holiday's biggest staple, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But there is a silver lining at the checkout counter. Price tags are actually shrinking a little for some of those items or ingredients that may be on your Thanksgiving menu, at least compared to last month.
The closer we get to Thanksgiving, the cheaper the prices are going to be.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we have more expert money-saving tips, plus we're taking you live to a turkey farm. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Rivers, ABC News, New York.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
And now for today's question of the day. On average, you will have 155 of these in your lifetime. What is it? All right, Trey, I can look at the guesses. Let's take a look. We had toothbrushes.
Okay.
And we also had shoes. I wonder, are there any other, let's see. Nope, jobs.
Oh,
wow.
155 jobs.
That's a lot of jobs.
That's
all right,
a big
Trey.
resume.
Well, is it time to answer the question?
We can answer the question if it's okay. You got a few more minutes. Yeah, just before 7 o'clock, we'll answer the question. Of course, so you have a few minutes to get your answer in. It's not too late. We're looking at temperatures currently, and through the 8 a.m. hour in the low 40s. Wear your big coat on the way out this morning, and of course, low 40s again by the time we get to your Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, so the temperatures are on the chilly side, no doubt about it, and remaining in the 50s all day long today for the daytime high. Cloudy skies with the majority of the region today. courtesy of that upper level moisture coming in from Mexico into the state of Texas. And they're waiting for the atmosphere to come a little bit more conducive for rainfall, but more moist, to allow the rainfall chance to come on through for your day on your Wednesday. Scattered rain showers and storms as the overrunning moisture continues. 57 degrees in Victoria, northerly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, and pretty much uniform everywhere you go. Partly cloudy and cool. Overnight lows in the, well, low 40s. 30s likely from Victoria northward, and overnight lows in the 40s. Tomorrow's high in the 58-degree range again, like today, with introducing some scattered rain showers, more than likely on the light side. And then we're seeing the front move through on Friday and Saturday with better rain chances then. And then we'll see the cooler temperatures lasting in the next week. Highs 50s throughout the period, lows in the 40s.
New reports show survival rates for lung cancer are on the rise in the U.S., but more work remains to be done. The 5-year lung cancer survival rate increased from 21% in 2014 to 25% in 2018. Experts call that remarkable progress, but it's still the nation's leading cause of cancer death. In communities of color, the 5-year survival rate is much lower at only 20%. Cases fell 11% nationwide from 2014 to 2018. In 2021, the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force expanded its screening recommendations for lung cancer. It's now recommended for anyone 50 to 80 who smoked a pack a day for 20 years or 2 packs a day for 10 years. Google has reached a record $392 million settlement with 40 states over its location tracking practices. The search giant allegedly misled consumers over those practices that included confusion around the, quote, scope of the location history setting and how much consumers could limit the location tracking by adjusting settings. The Coalition of Attorneys General that announced the settlement described it as the largest multi-state privacy settlement in the U.S.'s history. The group of AGs claimed Google had been misleading users about location tracking since 2014. As part of the settlement, Google has to be more transparent. That includes showing more information when a location-related setting is turned on or off and making key location tracking policies clearly visible. The company will also now face limits on its usage and storage of some location information. Still to come on Sunrise News to know before you go. Jennifer Seibel Newsom, the wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom, took to the stand Monday in the sexual assault trial of former film producer Harvey Weinstein.
Andy, Diego, and I have been faithfully taking care of your foundation needs in South Texas for many years. That's why USA Foundation Repair is your recommended Home Pro contractor. We go the extra mile. Our friendly staff will help you set appointments that fit your schedule. They'll handle your warranties and permits and get you the best customer service. Call your recommended Home Pro contractor, USA Foundation Repair, your slab and pier and beam specialist.
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
Victoria Eye Center and 25 News Now brings to you every Monday a Vision Health segment to learn about eye diseases and possible treatments. Tune into the segment or go to crossroadstoday.com to learn more about eye health, brought to you by Victoria Eye Center.
No matter where you call home, you deserve reliable coverage. At T-Mobile, we cover your town and 99% of people in America. And now, for a limited time with T-Mobile's hometown discount, families and small businesses who switch at a local store get 20% off. That's 20% off unlimited talk, text, and data for the life of your plan. Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Get T-Mobile's hometown discount today.
And now for today's question of the day. On average, you will have 155 of these in your lifetime. What is it? All right, Trey, I have a new guess. This is for me.
All right.
Pokemon. No.
Pokemon.
All right. Patricia guesses toothbrushes. Albert guesses shoes. Melanie guesses shoes. Mary Helen guesses toothbrushes. And Merritt guesses jobs. That's a lot of jobs.
That's a lot of jobs. I tell you what, you better try to keep employed there. Don't get fired. All right. Well, thanks for everyone chiming in on the question of the day. The answer we're looking for is toothbrushes. I'm sure shoes would qualify too, but the answer we're looking for is toothbrushes. Yes, change out your toothbrush. It's very important to keep your mouth, your teeth clean. Brush your teeth at least 7 times a day.
Buy at least 2 a year, right? Every 6 months?
Every 6 months, yeah. Probably a little bit more than that, as according to the dentist. So there you go. That's the answer. Stay tuned for tomorrow for another great question of the day to get your day going.
An attorney for a North Carolina man is calling for a criminal investigation after video showed officers beating him while he was in custody in Georgia. Civil rights attorney Harry Daniels says his client, 41-year-old Jarrett Hobbs, was mercilessly beaten by officers at a Camden County, Georgia detention center in September. During a struggle inside the cell, at least 4 of the officers can be seen wrestling with Hobbs, some of the officers hitting him in the head. A second video released by his attorney shows Hobbs being pulled out of the cell, and officers can be seen wrestling him to the ground. The video appears to show at least 1 officer kicking Hobbs. Daniels is calling on the district attorney to bring charges. Jennifer Seibel Newsom, the wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom, took to the stand on Monday in the sexual assault trial of former film producer Harvey Weinstein. She testified about an alleged attack in the hotel room at the Peninsula in Beverly Hills in 2005, 17 years ago. She broke down in tears as she was asked to identify Weinstein in court. Newsom recalled her encounter with Weinstein, calling it a horror. During opening statements, defense attorney Mark Worksman said Seibel Newsom's encounter with Weinstein was consensual because she wanted his help getting roles and producing films. She's due back on the stand today for more questioning. Victoria County is seeing a decline in gas prices. The average gas price has dropped to below $3 a gallon. AAA reports it is now 96 cents a gallon. That's the average gas price in Victoria County a month ago. That was $3.23 a gallon. AAA reports only 1 county in Texas has a lower gas price, and that's in Hidalgo County at $2.93 a gallon. The Biden administration wants Congress to approve $10 billion to fund its COVID-19 response. That amount is less than half the more than $22 billion request from earlier this year, which went unfulfilled. A government source says the money is needed to fund COVID treatments, research, and the development of a next-generation vaccine. Experts worry new subvariants could reignite surges in COVID infections. Following the midterm elections, Congress has entered into a lame duck session before it breaks for the holidays. Lawmakers must also pass a government funding bill or face a shutdown. The Coastal Bend Public Health District reports 800 flu cases there. They said this time last year they had as many as 40 flu cases. The Victoria County Public Health Department is administering flu shots. Their clinic is open Tuesdays from 8 to 11 a.m. and on Thursday from 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 5 p.m. They're located at 2805 North Navarro. It's $35. Medicare is accepted. For more information, call 361-578-6281, option 3. Lavaca County artist Bob Barrera has painted a mural in downtown Hallettsville dedicated to the Astros and their World Championship on the wall of his soon-to-be studio. Barrera said the mural is the first artwork drivers headed south through Hallettsville on Highway 77A will see as they pass by his studio on 2nd Street. It took 12 to 14 hours of work over several days for Barrera to finish the mural. And let's go ahead and invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. And let's get a final check of our forecast with Trey.
And thank you, Carolina. Temperatures, big story today. Starting off in the 40s, 50s for highs, 40s again tomorrow morning. The 50s for highs again also for tomorrow afternoon. Cloudy skies throughout the region today. No rainfall expected. The rain chances will be increasing somewhat as you work through your day tomorrow. That's subtropical jet over the cooler at the surface will produce a little rain activity around here, light rain mainly. And so the day's high 57 degrees. Partly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy skies, and cool throughout the day. Overnight lows once again in the 40s, low 40s, 30s north of Victoria. And tomorrow, introducing the rain chances, cloudy skies, 3% chance of rain. That trend is going to continue cool all week and into next week as well. Better rain chances on the next front, Friday and Saturday. Bundle up, make it a great day, and stay warm, everybody. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey, and thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Come to crossroadstoday.com for more local news, weather, and sports. And join James, Karina, Don, Howie, and Gino today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. Make it a great Tuesday. Don't forget, it's Taco Tuesday.